I love that. Good afternoon. I haven't had that since I walked into class about 25 years ago. And that didn't last very long, so I very much appreciate you coming to share on this very special day when we have an opportunity to hear the Chancellor share some important views of what's been going on this campus and a vision, and to really have a moment of celebration. But before we get to that very special moment, let's introduce some very special guests that are with us. All of you are special, no question about it, but some folks have traveled very far to be here today, and some not so far, but they're still special. The First Lady of our campus, first on the list. This was for you, Sue. I mean, very special, but not so far traveling. I think that's all right. Would you all welcome Sue VaughnVandegrift, the First Lady of our campus. As we really have a time of reflection today, you know, Sue, your role with us for the last several years has just been a wonderful, wonderful contribution. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd also like to introduce some leaders in the community who are joining with us. Patrick McKeon, Executive Director of Leadership Council Southwest Illinois. Patrick, I think I saw you over here. Please welcome Patrick. And any other members of the Leadership Council Southwestern Illinois who are with you, I can't see right down there, but if anybody, other members of the council are here, would you please stand and let's welcome you? Thank you. We're always very privileged to have members of the President's staff join us. President Pichard is, I think he's been at every one that I've been to. He's in Chicago today. But would Paul Sarvala, David Gross, and Jerry Blakemore please stand up to the right here? Thank you. We work on a daily basis, and we really appreciate your very strong support and partnership. Would members of the Foundation Board stand who are here? Thank you very much. Members of the Alumni Association Board, if you would just stand, thank you very much. Thank you. And lastly, the University Park Board. Members from the University Park Board. Well, let's give the University Park Board. We're also very proud to have Amber Suggs with us, a student member of the Board of Trustees. Amber, thank you very much. Amber is truly committed to this institution, and we really appreciate your support on a regular basis. Well, it's been a beautiful fall. Have you not agreed with that? It's just beautiful fall flowers, fall weather. So before it rains again, I want to just enjoy the moment of fall. So, Mr. Chancellor, it's good that everybody's come in instead of enjoying the color. I haven't seen as beautiful color as it's been. But if you'll permit me on just a personal note, this will be my fourth opportunity to introduce Chancellor VaughnVandegrift. And I think that we all, and by the amount of you who have come today, I think in my experience here over the last 4 years, this is the largest crowd we've gathered together to hear the Chancellor. And I think in this time in which we live, these unprecedented times of economic challenge, uncertainty in higher education, not knowing what that budget's going to look like from year to year. We've all been in quite a process over the last year and a half. And I think as Vaughn comes to share what I would feel, and I hope that you'll agree as you listen to his comments today, a moment of celebration, a moment of really recognizing where SIUE has come in a fairly short period of time based on a very strong tradition of excellence. And I guess from a personal observation, my introduction of Vaughn today is simply to reflect that despite these unprecedented times, the characteristic that Vaughn has really demonstrated that has gotten us to this place is that steady hand, that sense of commitment to this place and this people, whether you talk about the beauty of the campus, the capital improvements, the continued commitment to faculty, students, and staff. As much as the vice chancellors and the staff and the students, we want to be a part of that and do it, all that we have accomplished together truly is not possible without the commitment of the chancellor to that vision and leadership in that vision. And so, taking a little bit of personal privilege, I just wanted to say how much I have been challenged and how much I appreciate Vaughn's steady hand through these very difficult times, unprecedented times, and for him to be able to stand and share with you a celebratory look at where we are. It's truly remarkable when you think about our peers and our colleagues across the country. So with that introduction, thank you for letting me do a little bit of a personal note. Would you welcome our Chancellor, VaughnVandegrift.
Thank you, Paul, for those very kind words. Well, welcome everyone, and good afternoon. 5 years ago, I presented my first official address to the university. In that speech, I proposed a path for our university that followed from the bold vision statement that had been developed during the strategic planning process. That vision statement, which we have all repeated often, and which appears on a banner in the Goshen Lounge for all SIUE community members to see, reads, Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, as a premier metropolitan university, will be nationally recognized for its programs and development, the excellence of its programs and development of professional and community leaders. Perhaps due to its newness, in my discussions with you during my first few months on campus, it was apparent that debate existed within the university regarding the vision statement. The debate was framed by these questions. What is a premier metropolitan university? Are we one? And if we are not, what does SIUE have to do to become a premier metropolitan university? My approach to the questions and debate on this issue was straightforward. In the course of that first speech, I laid out an argument that in fact SIU already was a premier metropolitan university, and I cited several of the many accomplishments of our faculty, students, and programs to support that claim. The challenge for SIUE, as I saw it, was not to debate the fact of our premier status, but rather to focus on the outcome of our vision statement, achieving national recognition for the excellence of what we do. On that day, we shifted our institutional paradigm from seeking acknowledgement of what we were to becoming all that we could be. Let me quote what I said in October 2004. Quote, what we need to do now is to determine the path we will take, the strategies that we will adopt to achieve excellence to the fullest and attain national recognition. In short, we must create an intentional future. I believe that from now on, everything we do, every piece of official university literature, every public declaration about the university should communicate the fact that we are a premier metropolitan university. I went on to say, I should emphasize that I realize this claim shifts the emphasis on discussions of our vision from what is premier to what we need to do to become nationally recognized. That, of course, is exactly what I intend. We have a strategic plan to get us there, and we have wonderful long-term goals to emphasize as we move forward. Engage students and capable graduates, innovative high-quality programs, committed faculty and staff, harmonious campus climate, active community engagement, and sound physical and financial assets, along with excellent reputation. In fact, I had given you today a business card with the vision, values, and mission of SIUE on it. This is the business of SIUE. Today, 5 years later, I have given you the same card. I went on in that speech to challenge us by saying, we start our quest now. We will make material progress by 2010, and we will achieve national recognition by 2015. So, 5 years after 2004, and just a little more than 2 months from 2010, how are we doing? Today, I am pleased to report that this fall we appear on a U.S. News and World Report America's Best College list among 77, quote, up-and-coming universities in the United States, recognizing SIU as having, quote, recently made the most promising and innovative changes in academics, faculty, students, campus, or facilities. We have also been recognized for our senior assignment program by the Association of American Colleges and Universities in 2006 and by U.S. News and World Report for 5 consecutive years beginning in 2005. And we have been listed among the top 15 U.S. News and World Report Midwestern Masters Universities for the last 4 consecutive years. Are we making material progress in being recognized nationally for the excellence of our programs? You bet we are. Thank you. Now let's further examine our progress by considering the 3 initial goals we set out to accomplish in October 2004. First, alignment of our enrollment management program to attract a student population that is characteristic of a premier metropolitan university. Second, position SIUE as a premier metropolitan university in the marketplace of ideas, or in other words, to establish our brand in the higher education community. And third, develop our resource base. We continue to emerge as a first-tier, first-choice university for Illinois and metropolitan area students. This fall, we enrolled 13,940 students, the largest enrollment ever, breaking the record of 13,700 set in 1970. Since 2004, we have increased headcount enrollment by 447 students. Yet our full-time equivalent enrollment has increased by more than 1,000 students in the same period. This enrollment growth in full-time students is a result of adding our School of Pharmacy, increasing our residential capacity with the addition of Evergreen Hall to our campus in 2007, and enrolling predominantly full-time commuting students. We have expanded our enrollment while steadily enhancing the academic preparedness of our freshman class, increasing the average ACT of our 1,723 freshmen in 2004 from 22.3 to an average of 22.8 for our 1,950 freshmen enrolled this fall. We have both grown the freshman class since 2004 and increased the percentage of students with an ACT of 25 or greater from 25% of the class to 30% of the class. Our graduate enrollment is similar to that of 2004, but it has increased by more than 10% from the low of fall 2007 just 2 years ago. These results reflect material progress toward meeting our goal of enrolling students characteristic of a premier metropolitan university. And we have done it while maintaining our commitment to diversity. This fall, we enrolled the largest number of African American students since 1993, and the largest number ever of Latino Hispanic students. We are now assisting more students with financial aid. This fall, 191 freshmen were awarded SIUE scholarships, as compared to 75 such students last year. Of these, 17 students received e-guarantee awards, which provide low-income students with all of their remaining financial need. We said in 2004 that we could attract academically well-prepared students while maintaining the diversity of our student population, and we have progressed in achieving these goals. We have been greatly assisted in this accomplishment by Scott Bellabradic, Assistant Vice Chancellor for Enrollment Management, and Todd Burrell, our Director of Admissions, and their respective staffs. Would they all please stand and be recognized at this point? With respect to our stated goal of positioning SIUE as a premier metropolitan university in the marketplace of ideas, we have also made material progress. You have seen many representations of SIUE in the media, some initiated by us, others as a result of being recognized for our accomplishments. We have advanced the SIUE brand for excellence. You see it in our radio and TV spots, in our press releases and billboards, in our recruitment publications, and in the focus we have placed on the Power of E campaign, designed to differentiate SIUE from similarly situated schools. During the past 5 years, we have begun an integrated marketing approach to our efforts, consistently representing who we are, regardless of the area being highlighted. We measured 2,600 media exposures in 2006 when we first started keeping records, and 5,800 media exposures in 2009, an increase of 120%. These media representations have been generated every day in local, regional, and national venues, through newspapers, radio and TV broadcasts, and the internet, and in industry and trade publications. During the last 5 years, we have markedly changed the perception of entering freshmen, with the most cited reason now for attending SIUE being, quote, good academic reputation versus affordability and beautiful campus in 2004. Would Executive Director of University Marketing and Communications, Elizabeth Kasarauskas, and her staff please stand and be recognized for their work. And now we're going to see some more of their work. I'd like us now to view a new promotional video showcasing our excellent programs and some of the reasons why students decide to attend SIUE. As you watch it, you'll see the energy and commitment to our students that are reflected in our schools of business, dental medicine, education, engineering, nursing, pharmacy, and library, the College of Arts and Sciences, and the Graduate School. Let's show the video now. Hello and welcome to Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. I'd like to share with you what I experience every day, the power of E. Our nearly 14,000 students, including the almost 3,500 who call our campus home, and the 3,000 who have relocated to the area to attend SIUE, are key to this excellence, as are SIUE's internationally respected faculty and staff. Their high-touch, high-tech teaching and mentoring of students, especially at the undergraduate level, has drawn thousands to SIUE who desire the small class size and personal attention. SIUE's reputation for excellence reaches beyond our region. Our senior assignment program, measuring the competency of senior students, is recognized as a national model for learning assessment by the Association of American Colleges and Universities. And U.S. News and World Report has heralded the program for several years running as a senior capstone experience, placing SIUE in the company of Yale, Harvard, MIT, and Princeton. And our quest for national recognition doesn't stop there. In July 2008, we became members of the Ohio Valley Conference as we moved to Division I.
That's the power of E.
With me today, Jay Hirschenbach, a senior electrical engineering major, and Megan Dennis, a terrific track athlete, a senior biological sciences major.
Dance, art, music, vocal performance, drama. Fine arts come alive here every day at SIUE. Our theater and dance programs provide multiple opportunities for our students to showcase their talents. SIUE music ensembles have performed at the famed Carnegie Hall in New York and on 4 continents around the globe. And our talented arts students display their work through our Sculpture on Campus program.
SIUE's School of Business has been earning applause of its own in the past few years. The Princeton Review consistently ranks our MBA program as one of the best in the world, and this has translated into tangible success for our students, with 300 employers pursuing School of Business students at on-campus career fairs. The school is also among an elite 10% of business schools worldwide that have earned the prestigious seal of approval from the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business International. The school's accounting program is accredited through AACSB International as well, a designation held by less than 1/3 of AACSB accredited business schools.
Our engineering students compete with some of the top engineering schools in the country. Concrete canoe and solar car races challenge their competitive spirit while providing practical learning experiences. Housed in the state-of-the-art building, our School of Engineering is a center of engineering education for the region and is drawing international attention. A dual degree program with Istanbul Technical University is the first of its kind in the U.S. and is opening doors for all of their international study abroad trips.
While some SIUE students explore the globe, our School of Nursing students are focused on improving healthcare right here at home. Nearly 70% of SIUE nursing graduates practice in Illinois after graduation. This state-of-the-art simulation lab allows students to practice in a virtual environment which greatly enhances their clinical experiences. The Commission on Collegiate Nursing Education recently awarded the school the longest possible accreditation, 10 years, as well as an A+ for its inspiring program.
Each year, SIUE dental school students manage 35,000 patient visits in the dental clinic and offer oral health treatments and education to more than 10,000 people through community outreach. The school is doubling the capacity of its in-demand oral surgery clinic thanks to a generous gift from Delta Dental of Illinois.
SIUE's School of Pharmacy recently achieved a significant milestone in its young history, earning full Accreditation Council for Pharmacy Education status. The school has been named a national model for the development of schools of pharmacy. As the only downstate Illinois pharmacy doctorate program, the SIUE School of Pharmacy is addressing the growing need for well-trained pharmacists in a career field that's experiencing rapid and dramatic growth.
The School of Education has more than 24,000 alumni teaching around the world. The school emphasizes real classroom experiences and recently brought a unique teaching opportunity to campus when SIUE sponsored Illinois Math and Science Academy summer camps for the state's brightest middle and high school students.
That's the power of E.
Let's talk about some of the ways SIUE is empowering students.
Student Success Center empowers students by integrating all of the things they do in their campus life with their academic studies. They can get all the services they need here in one location, from counseling to tutoring to health services. It's a great way for the university to empower students, and also, we believe, provides a national model for how students should be served. It's another part of the power of E. University Park, located right here on campus, provides a unique opportunity for private sector industries and businesses to enhance their competitive positions through beneficial relationships with SIUE, such as student internships, and to enhance economic development opportunities for the region at large.
That's the power of E.
Being just 25 minutes from downtown St. Louis, there are great opportunities for the cultural experiences of the city, for research, and for learning here at SIU Edwardsville. Our faculty are internationally known for their accomplishments, and our students are provided excellent opportunities for the completion of their studies.
Excellence, exploration, empowerment. We invite you to experience the power of E. For more information, visit siue.edu.
I think Megan Dennis is in class, but I know Jay Hirschenbach is here because I saw him on the way in. Let's congratulate them for their great roles in these videos. I want you to know that the messages we have communicated have not only been video and radio advertisements designed to recruit students, getting the word out regarding other important issues, for example, our senior assignment program, the Student Success Center innovations, and our Faculty Excellence campaign have all been designed to position our faculty and our university as leaders in the field. With regard to developing our resource base, in 2004, we determined that, quote, the manifestation of our institutional vision would not be solely dependent on the level of state funding. In addition to our efforts to enhance state funding, we committed ourselves to attract more grants and contracts and raise more funds from private, corporate, and foundation donors. We have also made material progress in this area. Following a protracted effort to obtain funding for our science complex, a capital bill was passed this summer providing $78.9 million for the project. President Pichard played a significant statewide role in this accomplishment. serving as a spokesperson for higher education with regard to capital construction projects. He continues to assist us as we work with the State Capital Development Board to enable our project to be among the first to be constructed in the state. We are beginning the third year of our capital campaign, and so far we have received $19 million in funds from corporate, foundation, and individual donors. Most of these monies have been designated by the donor for scholarships, construction projects, or even our beautiful gardens at SIUE project. We have also been assisted in this campaign by our faculty and staff. In 2006, we instituted SIUE Day, designed to provide an opportunity for faculty and staff to support the departments where they work or the university at large. I am pleased to report that our FY09 SIUE Day campaign produced $243,900 in gifts, with about 30% of our faculty and staff making contributions. Would Vice Chancellor for University Relations Patrick Hunley, Julie Babington, Director of Annual Giving and University Relations staff, please stand and be recognized for their year-round development efforts and work on SIUE Day. As outlined in a recent report by the Office of the Associate Provost for Research, we have also made great progress in securing grants and contracts. In FY09, SIUE faculty and staff received more than $29 million in grants and contracts for research, academic instruction and support, and public service, a 56% increase since FY04, from $18.8 million to $29.3 million. The growth in faculty research and scholarly activity supported by extramural funding increased by 254%, from $2.4 million to $8.5 million over the same 5-year period. Importantly, 42% of the SIUE full-time faculty apply for grants and contracts. This extraordinary level of faculty activity is reflected in SIUE's ranking when compared to its current IBHE peers. As reported in the most recent data available, FY07, by the National Science Foundation, SIUE ranked highest among its peer institutions in total research and development expenditures. In the same report, SIUE ranked 211 by NSF for all research and development expenditures compared to the 662 total listed institutions nationwide. That places us in the top third. I would like to add that while these data are obtained from the National Science Foundation, they include all other grants our faculty receive, such as from the National Endowment for the Arts or the National Endowment for the Humanities. So these data truly reflect all of our university. I'd like Steve Hansen, Associate Provost for Research and Dean of Graduate School, and his staff and all those assembled who hold or have applied for grants or contracts at the university to please stand and be thanked for your contributions. While we have made significant progress in the 3 initial goals of enhancing enrollment, transitioning from being a best-kept secret to a university with a nationally recognized record of excellence, we are no longer a best-kept secret. And developing our resource base, these are not the only areas where we have excelled. To improve our campus environment, we have completed $140 million worth of construction and infrastructure improvements since 2004. These include the construction of Evergreen Hall, the Early Childhood Center expansion, the Student Fitness Center addition to the Vidal-Bean Center, the renovation of the Vidal-Bean Center, and the Student Success Center, to name several. Also, we have completely changed the signage, wayfinding, and entrances to the campus while increasing our sense of community by adding landscaping, sidewalks, improving roadways, traffic flow, and upgraded the interiors and lavatories in many of our buildings. Many of you have told us how much the improvements on campus have enriched your work environment and sense of pride in what we do. With the imminent construction of the Science Building complex, the multidisciplinary lab at the School of Dental Medicine, and the continuation of the renovations of our building project plans, we will have completed more than $250 million in construction and renovation projects since the formation of our vision statement. And we have done so with attention to sustainability by creating space with green roof technology and LEED certification to reduce our carbon footprint. I would ask Vice Chancellor Ken Neer and the staff members who are here from his division to please stand and be recognized on this National Sustainability Day for their accomplishments. We have also significantly enhanced what we do for students during the past 5 years. We have continued to support and expand our fine library with additional renovations scheduled for this year. Most significant is the concept that led to the programs and activities housed in the new Student Success Center. By consolidating the Academic Advancement Center with student opportunities for academic results, instructional services, academic advising, health and counseling services, disability support services, student government, the Career Development Center, the International Center, and honors program in one convenient location, our staff is better able to support our students in their education. What is remarkable is that this concept was embraced by our students who worked with Vice Chancellor Emanuel and voted a fee on themselves to fund the building that houses the center. At this time, I ask Brandon Ron, President of Student Government, to stand and be recognized on behalf of all of our students. Brandon. What is more remarkable about the Student Success Center concept is that an advisory board reporting directly to Vice Chancellor Emanuel and Provost Ferguson has been formed to ensure that all programs in the Student Success Center are effectively collaborating to provide synergies in their support of student retention and graduation. In my 2005 speech, I noted that our 6-year graduation rate of 43% for those students who started at SIUE in 1998 needed to be improved. As with the Student Success Center, many of the initiatives we have instituted during the past 5 years have been targeted toward degree completion. Today, I can report material progress in that area as well. Our 43% 6-year graduation rate for 2004 graduates is just 5 years later, 49% for 2009 graduates. The level of interaction we enjoy between academic affairs and student affairs is unusual and says a great deal about the two divisions and their leadership. Will Vice Chancellor Emanuel, Provost Ferguson, and the staff members from these two divisions, as well as Dean Regina McBride and those assembled here from Library and Information Systems, please stand and be recognized. SIUE's leadership in the academic affairs area continues to be evidenced in a variety of ways. This year we will complete planning for our new Lincoln General Education program that will better prepare students for the 21st century. As I announced last year, we are hiring additional academic advisors, such that by fall 2010, every one of our incoming students will be advised by professional advisors, allowing faculty to serve as mentors. To expand faculty mentoring opportunities, we have initiated the Undergraduate Research and Creative Activities, URCA or URCA program, to foster in-depth student-faculty interdisciplinary interaction. In its first year, URCA will provide for 126 students to work with 91 faculty. In order to showcase URCA opportunities, we created this new promotional video, and I'd like that video to be shown now.
excellence, exploration, empowerment. Experience the power of E. At Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, students with a passion for research or scholarly activities don't have to wait until they're in graduate school to get involved in a research or creative project. SIUE's Undergraduate Research and Creative Activities Program, or URCA, gives more than 100 students each semester the opportunity to design, conduct, and assist with scholarly projects that have an impact on our world for the better.
My URCA project is studying the stability of a protein system. It's called calcium binding domain of NOX5. And the reason we're studying it is because this protein is found in high concentration in cancer cells. Every undergraduate chemistry major is required to do at least a semester of undergraduate research, but I've had about 2 years. And being in the URCA gives me a bigger opportunity because I get more opportunities to present my research and really delve into a project that other students wouldn't get to do. Doing hands-on things, I think, has helped me grasp the concepts of the classroom much better and get just a deep understanding of what I'm doing and how it applies to life.
SIUE students are following their passions, participating in research projects in virtually every field of study, including fields such as science, nursing, anthropology, English, and fine arts.
I originally wanted to be a ceramics major and then fell in love with metalsmithing, and I've chosen to work with different metals with different patinas, and that's different colorations on metal, some of which are really compatible with the patinas and some of which are not. And I'm going to try and figure out a way that those metals could be compatible with the different colors. I talked to my professor, Paulette Myers, and she said it was a great opportunity for me to do research as an undergrad, and that it's great recognition, great networking, and it really gets your feet wet and prepares you for graduate school. SIUE's commitment to doing research with the fine arts has been a tremendous gift to us. It's just not all about laboratories, but we can find different techniques in what we're doing.
I'm working on a photo documentary called The Cosmopolitanism at Istanbul for the URCA, and that is a dynamic of diversity, which cosmopolitanism seeks to kind of embody. So in Istanbul, while there are a lot of different cultures within the same environment, there is still that humanist, which we can all identify with. SIUE really was an environment for me to build upon my own creativity, and the URCA embraced that as well. Documentary photography complements history very well, and I do like to write. However, I like to show messages, and the URCA gave me that opportunity to expand upon my own creativity, and I'm really hoping that this project is going to be able to reach a broader audience.
The URCA program offers students the opportunity to learn through innovation and discovery. Students get one-on-one mentoring every step of the way from SIUE professors, giving students an introduction to research early in their undergraduate programs.
The URCA project that I'm working on is with multiple formations of robots, including making an interface so that one human operator could watch over the entire swarm. I was just out in work over the summer in California, and one of the guys I worked with went to Berkeley. And I told him I was doing research for robotics, and I was explaining to him the URCA and things like that. And he's like, wait a minute, are you undergrad? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, wow, I kind of would have expected that to be a graduate program. The teaching and the staff here is just unbelievable. So there's a lot of one-on-one interaction, and you get a really nice experience with the faculty and everything.
I've mentored a number of students through the URCA program, and it's been a great experience because I get to work with some of our best undergraduate students, and we get to do projects that will eventually end up in publications. I get the students out in front of some of my well-known colleagues, and they're just amazed that they're still undergraduates, and they're at PhD institutions, so they always ask me, okay, well, where's Brent going to, or where's Ross going to, because we'd certainly like to recruit him.
Alumni of the URCA program have gone on to continue their cutting-edge research at top-level graduate programs across the country. Two-time URCA associate Ross Mead is currently a PhD student researching robotics at the University of Southern California, working on socially assistive robotics as a part of the Center for Autism Research and Engineering. At SIUE, students have the chance to excel from the moment they step on campus, and the undergraduate research and creative activities program offers opportunities unlike anything you'll find at most other schools. It's all part of our commitment to empowerment, exploration, and excellence at SIUE.
That's the power of E. That's the power of E.
That's the power of E.
That's the power of E.
For more information, visit us online at siue.edu/URCA.
I'd like to recognize Professor Jerry Weinberg and students Brittany Barr, Brent Beer, Kelly Levesque, and Vanessa Stock now for their great work in this video. Thank you. In addition to providing more time for faculty to mentor students and work with them on IRCA and other projects, we are employing more faculty. We employed 528 full-time instructional faculty in 2004 and 621 this fall, an increase of 93 faculty, or almost 20%. And despite the difficult economy, we have authorized 29 searches for tenure-track replacement faculty for fall 2010. 5 years ago, we had not yet admitted our first class in the School of Pharmacy. In spring 2009, we graduated 80 well-trained pharmacists, mostly into service in Illinois. The Accreditation Council for Pharmacy Education, when recommending the SIUE School of Pharmacy for accreditation, praised the school as serving as a model for other new pharmacy schools around the country. The School of Pharmacy joins the School of Dental Medicine and the School of Nursing as nationally recognized programs of quality. These schools assist us in the fulfillment of the IBHE focus statement for SIUE, which specifies our role in healthcare and the health professions. And as I indicated here last year, that commitment will be expanded through the development of health sciences degrees to serve the increasing number of pre-professional students we enroll. With Dean Phil Meaden, Pharmacy, Ann Boyle, Dental Medicine, and Marcia Maurer, Nursing, and their faculty and staff, please stand and be recognized. I would also like to take this opportunity to recognize the SIUE St. Louis Center, which serves as a national model for how universities can empower people and strengthen communities. During the last year, the School of Education has broadened and expanded its work at one of the programs of the center, the Charter School for high school students. In the area of literacy and instructional technologies, our faculty have been working on site to increase the academic success of students at the SIUE Charter School. The mission of the East St. Louis Center is to provide comprehensive programs, services, and training in education, health, social sciences, and the arts. Patricia Harrison, director of the center, you and your hardworking staff of the East St. Louis Center make a major difference in people's lives each and every day. Please stand and be recognized along with Dean Betty Bergeron and the faculty and staff from the School of Education. Each year, I recognize the important work of our staff in enabling SIUE's ongoing efforts and reputation for excellence. This year, I have invited all recipients of the Employee of the Month Award since its creation to attend as representatives of the great work of all of our staff. Would the Employees of the Month who are assembled here please stand and be recognized? Employees of the Month. And we thank you very much for the support you've shown our students. During my annual report to the university, I typically outline a series of new initiatives. This year is no exception. First, WSIE, our radio station, has moved administratively from the College of Arts and Sciences to University Marketing and Communications under the direction of Elizabeth Kasarauskas. An advisory board has been formed consisting of faculty, administrators, staff, and community members regarding future programming of the station. This much is now known. The station will retain its jazz format, but will feature our SIUE jazz program, faculty, and students, support our Division I sports programming, and be used to expand the reputation of SIUE. This will be yet another important window into the university and will highlight the diversity of our programming. Second, Vice Chancellor Emanuel has created a task force to consider whether the future of residence life will include honors or Greek housing. As with all our initiatives, consideration of special purpose residence life must meet the criteria of promoting academic success, personal development, and social responsibility, and it must advance SIUE's commitment to excellence. Vice Chancellor Emanuel and Provost Ferguson have also finalized planning for an international education task force to create and advise us regarding a set of principles to support and expand our international programming, both for our faculty, our students, and our visiting students. Third, the School of Nursing has begun a 1+3 program on the Carbondale campus. SIUC faculty will teach the first year of the program, and the last 3 years of the curriculum will be taught by our faculty, culminating with students receiving an SIUE degree in nursing. In its first year this fall, approximately 75 students are enrolled on the Carbondale campus for the School of Nursing program. This system-wide cooperation follows our cooperative PhD programs in engineering and history with SIU Carbondale. Let's recognize Dean Maurer, along with Dean Seven, and our newest dean, Al Romero, and I think he may be out of town, so Wendy Shaw may be here in his place, and the engineering and College of Arts and Science faculty and staff for these accomplishments. Will they please stand? Fourth, the Board of Trustees has approved planning for building additions to the School of Engineering building, the Arts and Design building, and construction of an athletics building on Stadium Drive that would free up space on campus. While we consider future development, our highest priority for consideration remains the Science Building Complex. As I'm sure you know, the Science Building Complex project will have a profound effect on the university. For one thing, it will provide relief to our faculty in the College of Arts and Sciences, who for several years have taught laboratories 7 days a week to accommodate our students. The faculty in the college are to be commended for this dedication. What you may not realize is that after the Science Building Complex is completed, space in the existing structure will be used as a temporary location for departments involved in our 21st Century Building Project, a project that will eventually result in the renovation of every building on campus. And while we're talking about space, I should mention that the space vacated by those departments who moved to the new Student Success Center is also having a profound impact on our programs. In particular, and of interest to everyone, by the start of the spring semester, we will have 5 new classrooms in Peck Hall capable of accommodating 310 more students each hour. I think that's worth applause, isn't it? I'd also like to comment about a few ongoing initiatives. This fall, our enrollment increase includes 98 students in extended education. This is a significant accomplishment. Over a period of the last several years, we've been losing ground in the metropolitan area with respect to part-time degree-seeking students. Adult learners frequently opt for convenience, which means that off-campus and online courses have become more important. Even our on-campus full-time students should have the option of choosing an online course to experience that type of learning as an undergraduate. Although we have made some progress with online programming, we need to do more. The provost, the deans, and Roger McLean, Executive Director of Educational Outreach, are now studying this issue to find ways to support faculty in online course and program development. And you will be hearing more about this. I'd like to recognize Roger McLean and his staff for their efforts in educational outreach. Would you please stand to be recognized? Our quest for national recognition for excellence includes intercollegiate athletics. In 2007, the Board of Trustees approved our plan to reclassify all 16 of our men's and women's sports to NCAA Division I, and we became the 11th member of the Ohio Valley Conference in July of 2008. We are now a Division I university. But we will go through a certification process by the NCAA during the next 2 years that is akin to accreditation. The Division I decision impacts more than just athletics. It is an institutional decision, and we are pleased to have Dr. John Meisel, Professor of Economics and Finance, and the members of the reclassification work group assisting us in this transition. Well, Dr. John Meisel, Chair of the work group, and its members, along with Brad Hewitt, Director of Intercollegiate Athletics, and coaches and athletic staff assembled here today, please stand and be recognized for your work. Our Division I status, increased grants and contracts, growing enrollment, and other initiatives, such as University Park, will continue to significantly impact our region. For instance, during the last 5 years, we have initiated and/or completed many projects through the School of Business and Engineering involving faculty from arts and sciences and across the university to assist in the economic development of the region. Our Special Assistant to the Chancellor for Regional Economic Development and Executive Director of the Park, Jim Pennekamp, continues to work with the American Red Cross to bring the campus, that building, by the summer of 2010. I'd like to recognize others responsible for directing our economic development efforts. Kevin Hubbard, Director of the Southwest Illinois Advanced Manufacturing Center, Qua Mister from the Small Business Development Center, Sylvia Torres Bowman of the International Trade Center, Mary Sumner, Construction Leadership Institute and Project Management Training, and Christine Jordan, leader of the Entrepreneurship Center. Would these individuals please stand along with Jim Pennekamp and his staff and Dean Gary G. Martino and the faculty and staff from the School of Business to be recognized for their work. As good stewards of the resources with which we have been entrusted, all of what we do is influenced by our budget. This year, our state budget includes $4.2 million in federal stimulus funding. If the state does not find a source to replace that money, we will experience a reduction next year. The reduction could be greater than the $4.2 million if the economic situation in Illinois worsens. We may also be affected by reductions in state support for reimbursement of the tuition waivers we provide our veterans. As we plan for these possibilities, we have two things that work in the favor of SIUE. First, we have experienced steady enrollment growth that constitutes a source of revenue. And second, we have a process administered by the University Planning and Budget Council that results in budgeting our resources conservatively. Last year, we instituted some efficiencies that will save us money, and we will be investigating more approaches this year. I'd like to recognize University Budget Director Bill Winter, John Navin, Professor of Economics and Finance and Chair of the University Planning and Budget Council, and the UPBC members who are assembled here, and thank them for their excellent stewardship. Would they please stand and be recognized? Today I have recognized a number of people in this room and if time permitted, I could recognize many more. Together, we, staff, students, faculty, administrators, and our supporters, during the last 5 years, have worked hard to bring about the realization of our vision statement. I thank each of you for your work on behalf of our students and for your contributions to our sense of SIUE community. We are seeing the future of SIUE unfold before our eyes. Since my arrival at SIUE, I have been saying we are not what we were 5 years ago, and we will not be 5 years from now what we are today. Clearly, that statement still rings true. Over the past 5 years, we have made material progress in the realization of our vision statement. But our work is not through. Our quest is not yet achieved. Being lauded as one of the 77 up-and-coming universities in the United States is not enough. It is not our vision. We remain committed to the citizens of Illinois, the region we serve, and the students we educate. We remain committed to our strategic goals and our university values. We remain committed to achieving national recognition for doing the right things and doing them well. We remain committed to our vision statement, and we remain committed to the notion that the purpose of higher education lies in the fulfillment of human potential. If you have recently joined the SIUE community and these commitments are new to you, or if you are renewing your commitment to our goals, values, and vision statement, I invite you, as I did in 2004, to join us in this quest. We have made material progress by 2010, and we will achieve national recognition by 2015. I thank you. And now we expect that we will have an opportunity to be on TV as our Division I teams play sports this fall and spring, likely in basketball, where we will be cheering "We Are the E," and we have prepared a TV commercial to be shown. It's a fast 30 seconds. Watch closely.
Where the E equals excellence. Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville.
We are the E. Go Cougars, go Big E. Thank you.